So this past Saturday, I went record shopping. Every year I go record shopping. That's pretty much like that's what I do. I don't go out with friends or anything. I just like going record shopping. That's my thing. I do it every birthday and have been for at least the past 5 or so years, 5-6 years-ish, something like that. I ended up getting a lot of cool stuff this time. And it also got some games as well, because I wanted to play some new games for stream soon. But yeah, I had a great time, got Taco Bell. I went to one of my local, it's not really retro video game store, but kind of. It's Just Press Play, it's one of the locations. But they had some cool stuff. I want to show you the keychain I got. They had these like Japanese like mystery keychains from Mario, and I got the Chain Chomp. I'll show you the picture. But it's pretty cool, and I like how the chain is literally the keychain. That was a cool little thing for it. That'll go in my little keychain collection. I'm probably gonna go back and get a couple more since they have them there. It was either between that or like one of the old like the info card packs. They had a couple 80s ones there, but they were $9. That was $6. Plus the keychain. I like keychains. And then, because I wanted to start playing these, I need to replace this case. Because I didn't realize it was just a bit messed up. I can swap it easy. But I got both of the, like, Wolfensteins that I needed. Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus, which, if I'm correct, it's the sequel to either Old Blood or The New Order. It's a sequel to one of the two I recently played on the channel. And then this one comes afterwards. This is Wolfenstein Youngblood. Don't worry that it says the deluxe edition. I don't care if it does or not. Cards for it's probably wiped after 6 years, but regardless, I got these two. I just thought it was pretty neat and I wanted to play them. I was looking for Doom Eternal. I want to play that so bad, but I also like Wolfenstein. I've actually grown to like the series after not knowing about it. The newer ones, the New Order and Old Blood, were actually really cool and they got me really interested. So I am excited to play that. I want to go over this little box I got. I got a box of $8. But look how cool this is. Obviously they did like custom artwork to it. has like the Bel Air, that has, what is it, Bobby Darin, stuff like that. And whatever art they have on the front is like glued onto it. The dude that I bought it from, well, the one record store, he's like sorry about all the junk on it, basically. And I'm like, no, I actually like this, because I do like stickers and stuff with some of my other cases. Like if they're not in 100% best condition, I like just putting stickers on them, having fun. Because especially with like record collecting, like other than some people putting their like names on them, I don't like messing with my records. I want to keep them in as good a shape as I can. I understand some people in the past have like written on them stickers, stamps, whatever. I can't change anything about that, and I like keeping it to preserve the history of it. But for me personally, I just don't. I am wanting to like get like a little notepad. I already have an Excel spreadsheet for like listing the records as I listen to them, but I want to add like a little note in each of them, just as like a little, like a preservation of history type of thing. And I think that's cool about this. Whoever Ron and Rich are, I got their box, because it's a set of brothers, it looks like. And it looks like they might have collected a lot. Maybe they were DJs, I don't know. But I just think it's really cool, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. Plus, it's a platter pack. I already have, actually I think I have this exact one, but like a clean version of it. But just having this is cool. Now we're going to go over the records inside. I got a couple 7-inches and then a unique one I want to show off. That's an album. So first up, for the 7 inches, I got, what is this? Mr. Gusto. It says Beats by Shines. This is a weird one. So it says the title is Versatile or Versatile, something like that. The Style Junkies Chronicles 7-inch series. It's a bit hard to read just because of the printing on it. But it looks like it's Mr. Gusto and then Mr. Gusto Instrumental. But it was cool, and it's also on this, like, greenish... Looks better in person with the light behind it. But it's on this green vinyl. Kind of weird that it's in this just cover. I might make a custom cover for it just to have it. I think it's neat. But the color of it, why not? I also got, because I like weird stuff, that was $3. I'll do the next $3 110. Antimony with red herring, and then the backside is longevity. I don't know why it says FB on the front, but pretty cool. The cover is like a cheaper, not cheaper paper, but it's from the 90s. It's from 94, but it feels like a lot of the early, well, like the late 50s, early 60s, like paper covers. But pretty cool. I like the artwork on it as well, like the little fishes, little fishies, whatever you want to call them. This one is Muffins, Leon Rook, whatever it is. I just saw it. It was cool. $3. Another reason I got it again. But this one's a bit interesting. I'm actually going to open it up. Ooh. So we get a glossy cover. It's like a book, actually. Whoa. Okay. So there's a book inside of it, actually. So it looks like it's a story inside of it. Maybe it's an actual book. Oh my god. I think that's a sign. That's really cool. Yeah, it is. I can feel it from the back. So there's a signature in here. And I can feel it. I can feel the indentation of the paper on this side and the rising of it on the other side. That's even cooler. I didn't know that when I bought it. I just saw it, and I thought it was interesting. So, I now have a piece of literature in my collection of music. I have a signed piece of literature in my music collection. That's a new one. Next one is actually from the same collector that the box is from. It's from, yeah, Richard Conley. This is the single from Leon McAuliffe. It's Nightlife and My Ace in the Hole. It is on the Cimarron label. Pretty cool. I'm going to obviously replace the brown bag, but really cool. And there's that. This one is a personal message from Kenny Rogers, which I thought was pretty neat. Apparently this is from 1980s. Yeah, 1980. And I'll read it. It's a personal message from Kenny Rogers. This recording is for the private use of Kenny Rogers fan club members only. Broadcasting or any other use is prohibited. All rights... Blah, 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 blah. Obviously, this is going to go on the Vinyl Hut page, because it's just such a weird piece, and I would love finding stuff like this. Because who would have thought, like, to keep this around, you know? So, in my collection, it stays. And the last one before we get to the 12 inches, this one I gotta clean up and actually get together, because holy hell. This is, Wild. I'm not showing you it right now, really. And I need to figure out how to get that sticker off, but it is the Royal Funk Harmonic Orchestra and DJ Rappenstein on Rhino Records. Funked on fight songs and then football rap. On a football disc. Don't worry about how I'm holding it. I know where the grooves are. And you can see I'm not touching near the grooves. But this was literally sitting in the bin like this. I'm guessing he just didn't have a thing for it. This is bigger than a 7-inch. Yeah, trust me, I feel disgusting holding it like this now, but it's like, that's it compared to a 7-inch. By the way, even putting it behind it for comparison. Yeah, this is cool. This is obviously going to be on the Vinyl Hut page. It looks like it has a few scuffs just from sitting in there like it is. But I had to have, like, this is such a weird piece. I'm not a sports person, but, like, just in the uniqueness alone, that made me, like, ooh, I need it. Because it's like, who else can say now, oh, you have cool records? I have one shaped like a football. I'll do this one first, because this is cool. Arlo Guthrie's Arlo. I do not have this one, surprisingly, and I picked it up for $3. It was awesome. It has songs like the Motorcycle song, which is interesting because on the Alice's Restaurant album, the Motorcycle song is like a couple minutes long, but here it's about 7, actually close to 8. But it also has Wouldn't You Believe It, Try Me One More Time, The Stand and Threshold, and The Paws of Mr. Claus. I thought it was pretty neat. And like, I am a big fan of Arlo Guthrie. I was bummed when it was announced that he was not touring anymore. Ooh, this is cool. It still has like the reprise, whatever in it, the insert. That is neat. And it's actually in decent shape too. It ain't like torn up and all that stuff. Next one is Brian Auger's Oblivion Express with Straight Ahead. I looked it up. This is like a mix of like jazz, prog, stuff like that. I just saw the cover and I saw Train with Eyeball on pianos. Yes, please. So this is another one that was like $3. I just thought it was cool. It actually has like 5 songs total. But I just thought it was pretty neat. I was like, I like it. It looks like someone put their name inside of it. And the next cheap record I got, we got Country Joe and the Fish. This is The Life and Times of Country Joe and the Fish from Haight-Ashbury to Woodstock. Yep, that's the whole entire name. I'm guessing this is a compilation. So it is a comp, basically. It's a double album. It's pretty neat. Has obviously one of their biggest songs. I Feel Like I'm Fixing to Die Rag. That's a great song. But also Porpoise Mouse, Janice, Not So Sweet Martha Lorraine, Marijuana, literally Marijuana, okay. Mass Marauder, and then Love Machine and the Fish Cheer. I Feel Like I'm Fixing to Die Rag. It's like that big one. Those were from Woodstock. So, pretty neat. Pretty cool double album. And the coolest part is that I love how the inserts are still there. I'm going to obviously swap them out for some good anti-static or just clean ones. And just preserve these ones because they are in nice shape for the earth. Obviously, you have some browning or yellowing of the paper. That I don't mind as much, honestly. Like, when we're talking about old records and old inserts, that's like the least of my problem. Next is, what do I want to do? Ooh, I want to do this one next. Johnny Winter, The Progressive Blues Experiment. I love Johnny Winters. I love Edgar Winters. They are amazing musicians. Rest in peace, Johnny Winters, obviously. But, like, amazing blues guitarist. Awesome. It's, again, $6 for an amazing album. And I didn't have it. I could not find a good copy anywhere. So pretty neat. Again, I would honestly recommend, if you're looking for some good blues stuff, check out Johnny Winters. Especially, a tiny bit of seam split, but nothing I'm gonna whine about. Especially for $6, I can't find this one anywhere, so to find it is, like, great to me. Floating World by Jade Warrior. Thought this was pretty cool. It's another one of these prog rock albums from the 70s. Pretty neat group. I heard a tiny bit of it and it sounded decent. There was another one of their albums there, but I decided to hold off until I listened to the full thing of this and decided if I liked it. Ooh, I like this Old Island label. That is a neat one. This next one, people have been saying that this is one of the best albums of all time. It's Wu-Tang Clan's Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. Now, I do not know what pressing this is, but it was $15, which normally when I see a copy of this, it's like 25 plus. There was even a sealed copy there for 28, so I'm guessing this is a later pressing. I can't really tell because of how this is. This whole entire back cover. It confuses the fuck out of me, but it says 93 on the back. But like multiple show up from 93 to 2017, including some unofficials. So I don't know, but regardless, I decided to pick it up just to have it and play it. Next one is Colors Atmosphere. I think Atmosphere by Colors, if I'm correct. Yeah, had to put it in this way because I thought. But only two vinyl pressings of this from the 60s. The others are an 8-track and a cassette. So pretty neat. To me, this screams 60s, 70s, like late 60s, early 70s. And it screams like the psych stuff. The weird psych stuff you would find back then. And it turned out I was right. So, amazing album. I listened to a little bit of it, it's awesome. But what's odd is how it's set up. Because this is how it's set up, honestly. That's how it's supposed to be stored. But because It's technically a top loader. It's on the Dot record label. Very underwhelming looking label for such a colorful album. After finding all them rare Vietnamese CDs, I'm kind of on a high of trying to find weird stuff again. And I think I've succeeded, especially with this last one, Judd. This is a cool album from the 70s, only album by the band, and they released like 2 or 3 singles afterwards, but nothing else. And this is the 2019, if I'm correct, the UK repressing of it, from when I scanned the barcode on it. But pretty cool. It said, I'll just read this up top, just so we can all read it together, even though I'm looking odd. It says, Alsatian Wunderkind, or Wunderkind, I don't know. Mark Wertz led many successful pop music projects through the 60s and 70s, especially during his long tenure at Abbey Road. The blues and soul-tinged Judd album, issued in 1970 on Larry Page's Penny Farthing label, featured Wertz on keyboard and rhythm guitar, fronting a studio band with bassist Roger Flavel, guitarist Roger McHugh, and drummer Tat Meagher. Backing vocalists such as Madeline Bell, Doris Troy, and the sisters Yvonne and Heather Wheatman, aka Sonny and Sue, gave a more rounded sound. Much of the material was co-written by Chris Ife, who had worked with McHugh in The Quiet Five, though there was also an individual cover of CCR's Down in the Corner, made livelier by Wertz's piano chords. I didn't see that at first. I saw Man Attacking Bear. Or, yep, it's like a man attacking bear or centaur. Or that a lion. That's a lion. Because the tail. But I saw it. It was like 20-something bucks. So I figured, why not pick it up? It's such a weird piece that it just had to come home with me. So thank you everyone for watching me yap about my birthday presents.